My name is Snigdha Chen. I have done my master's in economics from Kolkata University, and then I have done another master's in applied psychology from Andamala University. I am working in the field of development sectors, focusing on HIV and gender, and also development issues for last 15 years. So I have been working in the outreach level, and also I have done a lot of work in the management level. I have also worked in the South Africa for more than 2 years. So this is all about me. So for today, I want to discuss about one of my experience where I applied system thinking approach. Though that point of time when we had this approach, I didn't know about the process of system thinking. But by default, somehow I have learned this approach practically. And when I got this session in one of our module, then I can really coordinate the system thinking.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah, your voice broke in between. Can you repeat?
Yeah. What? Sorry.
Your voice broke in between. Can you repeat what you said?
Okay. So what I said, at when I have solved one of my practical issues using system thinking approach. That point of time, I didn't have any idea of system thinking approach, but by default, I solved this problem with the other team members using this approach. When I learned system thinking approach in one of our module, then I can correlate the system thinking approach of this episode of problem solving. So I just want to relate my experience with our learning in one of this module. So yeah. So the thing is that in our case, I'm working throughout in NGO sector. So in one of my work, I'm doing with the NGO work with a partnership with the CBOs. So one point of time we had a difficulties to manage some of the CBO partners. So we had a very bad relationships with them. Maybe we are not understanding each other, or there are many issues. So basically, we are working with the sexual minority community who already had a lot of historic discrimination issues in their earlier days. So the project was to empower the sexual minority community and collectivize in a CBOs. So when we are doing this work together, there was some kind of mistrust between the NGOs and CBOs. So as a result, there is a non-cooperation between the CBOs and NGOs, and every now and then there is a crisis. So even there is no issue, there new issues are coming up, and we are struggling to solve those issues. The problem the problem came because we were working in a crisis management mode. Whatever we see in the surface, we try to solve these issues, and the new issue emerge and again solve. So never we touch the core issues of the problem. So it actually hampered our work, daily activities, and our performance are really hampered with this kind of situation. After a lot of effort, then we are thought of, no, we have to do something else. So because we cannot really go about these issues like that. So then what we have done, we actually brainstorm and try to find out what is the core issues. Then we find out the core issue is not the project activities or something else. This is actually the historic discrimination they are having. They don't trust anybody. So they want their demand anyhow. Some of the demand may be reasonable demand, legitimate demand, and some of may not be reasonable and may not be legitimate, but they want everything because they were denied from their right throughout. So from that point of view, we start together. We start sitting together and sort it out the issues one by one. First we separate the issues. We find out the legitimate demands, and we said, okay, let us solve these issues together. We can have an advocacy plan. We will do the advocacy with the stakeholders and service providers and solve your issues. And when there is some kind of understanding is developing, then we said, okay, now we'll separate the issues, the legitimate and irrational issues. And then what we'll do, so whatever the irrational issues are, we explain them logically that this cannot be solved by us. So that you need to find out somewhere else. But whatever the legitimate issues, will work together and find a solution from all of us. From this approach, what happened? The dialogue between both the organizations improved, and then what we have seen, like after this approach, the prices drastically reduced, and then we can focus on other project work and really improve our performance. So from this experience, what I can conclude that this kind of situations, when we are in a solution mode, then we can see that our dialogue improved a lot. We can dialogue whatever the issues are, and we can find the solution by like drastically. We can solve the issues very quickly, and we can reduce our crisis. Then what we have, like we have enough time to invest in the solving the operational issues and regain the performance. From this approach, what we can conclude that system thinking is one of the very important approach which can solve many issues systematically. Thank you.